national anthem by Amanda Gilmore.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
When passion meets precision, 33 Chassis, where 20 years of racing passion meets championship-winning fabrication. National champions, track champions, recent 1-2-3 sweep, every chassis custom built from the ground up. Pure stocks, front-wheel drives, enduro, crafted to win. Built for your style, engineered for your safety, ready to dominate? Call Tyrel at 417-818-1307. 33 Chassis, building champions.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Hey everybody, want to welcome you watching live here on Show Me Dirt, here on Facebook. Midwest Mods taking the track. Here's how they're going to line them up. Eight laps is going to be the distance. Pick you out a winner. Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in over at ShowMeDirt.tv. Everybody getting a live look in here on Facebook also. Remember, you can watch it all live over on ShowMeDirt.tv. Just have to become a member of that live and replay if you want to see the live. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon. Had a few hiccups here earlier in the night with our internet service. I believe from last night's weather. We got something wet. Had to do a little rearranging and get it all ready. Drivers are getting that one to go. Again, we are tied into the announcer. Oop, look like we got one stopping over there in the top of turn number 1 and 2. Again, we are hooked up to the announcer here, so once he starts talking, you guys will get his announcements. Like we may have something on the track over there. Of course, we got that Midwest Sheet Metal Instant Replay fired up, ready to go tonight. one of those ones where you don't want to really use it, but when you need it, it's good to have. Of course, we appreciate Chris over at Midwest Sheet Metal for sponsoring us each and every year. Like we're gonna get them underway this time by. Here we go. Doesn't look like that live timing up top's working correctly. They're all spread out pretty evenly around the track right now. Like that white flag coming out for your leader. One more lap to go. Looks like Eli Muhlenberg gonna take home that win.
Eli Muhlenberg in the 25 wins your first Monett Reynolds Midwest Mod heat race. Corey Wilson in the 15 barely holds off Garrett Thompson in the 929. Going to bring out the second heat race now for them. If you're looking forward to a nice weekend with family and friends, then make it happen. Drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. We want you to arrive alive. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives and visit SaveMoLives.com.
Here we go, guys. This is how we're going to line them up for a heat race number 2 here at the Monett Motor Speedway on this Sunday afternoon.
We're going to go green when we come back around this time. It's going to be 8 laps for these heat races. Front row is 292 Kyle Thompson, 21K Sam Keller. 22 of Derek Messer on the inside of row 2, 12M of Ronnie Maples on the outside. Back row is the 160 of Brayson Maggard, and in the back is the 84 of Dayton Newell. Kyle Thompson jumps out to the early lead over Derek Messer and moves up a spot into second place. Ronnie Maples is charging through the pack in the 12, trying to get... Oh, and we got cars around in turn 2. Maples made a little contact with Keller as they spun around, but looked fairly clean altogether.
Bring out that Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay here. Get them all lined back up here. Kyle Thompson in that number 1 spot. Like that 21K, they're gonna push him into the center here. See if they get her fired back up and back out there. I believe they're going to. Flagman gonna check them over here. Again, guys, you can watch all the racing action over at showmedirt.tv. Just remember, you got to be a member of that live and replay to be able to see the live. Give you the rest of this heat race, and then we're going to cut her off. Appreciate everybody watching us here on Show Me Dirt. Again, if you get a chance, go out, support Monett Motor Speedway and all the other local tracks. See if Kyle Thompson can get her done in this one. Still getting them all back in line here. Flagman giving them that 1 to go wave.
We're going to go back to green when they come out, turn 4 here.
Like we're going back yellow. I believe they had something on the front stretch here.
Had some fly off car there, so we're going to pick that up real fast. Don't want anybody getting beat up.
Lights are off. See if we get a green this go round.
Good jump from Thompson on this restart. Messer in the 22 holds on to second, and the 160 Racing Maggard falls from 3rd to 5th. Dayton Newell gets right up on the bumper of the 12 and into the inside down the front stretch now. Still nobody catching Thompson. Looks like Messer's going to hold in the same spot here. They're coming back to the white flag here this time. Garrett Thompson takes the 71B auction white flag. Good battle. Newell gets by the 12 of Maples on the outside. Maples washes up a bit, and Newell's going to hang on to the 3rd spot. And the winner's going to be the 292 of Kyle Thompson. We got a car spun around in the middle of 3 and 4. That's the 21K of Sam Keller.
292 and 22 attack, please.
Up next, Midwest Mods coming out. Here's how they're going to line them up. Getting those Midwest Mods taking the track. Heat number 1 of 2.
Going to go green for 8 more laps
We're gonna go green next time by.
here shortly. Going to be the next time by. That's what I'm hearing here. Front row is the 32 of Kelly Hicks. Outside is the 5D of Daniel Anders. Row 2 is the 21 of Jackie Dalton on the inside. Outside is the 9M of Matthew Maines. And in the back is the 5A of John Brown.
Here we go.
And Dalton clears Kelly Hicks on the front stretch, on the back stretch, pardon me, around lap 1. Now Kelly Hicks is being threatened by the 9M of Matthew Maines for that second spot. Oh, and the 9 flies way up the track, and the 5 of Daniel Anders capitalizes on that. Now the 5's looking for the 32. Five keeps looking inside of the 32. I'm not sure he's going to find much luck down there. Well, he might. Looks like he got a run here down the backstretch. Going to slide up in front of the 32 and take second spot away. Jackie Dalton is pretty much checked out.
Like Jackie Dalton taking that early lead and running away with it. Got about a front stretch lead on all the other drivers.
Dalton's going to come back to the white flag on the next time. Kelly Hicks is still holding off of the 9 of Matthew Maines for the 4th spot here. Sorry, for the 3rd spot. Jackie Dalton puts a lap on the 5A of John Brown. Dalton sets sail off into turn 3, and he's going to come back around and win the second heat race tonight for our Sarcoxy 4B mods. Followed by Daniel Anders, and Matthew Maines looks to the inside of Kelly Hicks, and he's not going to clear. Kelly Hicks holds on to the 3rd spot. It's a good race by those two guys down to the finish there. Here's Heat 2 from the Sarcoxy Ford B mods. It's Kenny Nutter out front in the white 23N car, and in the white 15 car on the outside, that's Caden Stacy. Second row, 83 of JC Newell on the inside, Evan Clark in the 37 on the outside, and we are going green for 8 more laps here. The 15 gets way sideways, right on the back bumper of Kenny Nutter out front here. Oh, and the 5 of White Woods gets way up the track. And he's back. All right, we're good. Through all that, Caden Stacy clears for the lead into the front spot, followed by JC Newell in second. Evan Clark looks to the inside of Nutter for third. Oh, and they're trading a door. We got some sheet metal that's flown off in a car around in 2 now. That's your pole sitter, Kenny Nutter, sitting. He's turned back around. He's got some cool scuff marks on the left side now.
Let's fire up that Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay here. Had some good rubbing there going on. See if we get them lined back out and back underway here. B main number 2 for your B mods.
Next time by, we're going to come back to our Scythe and Suds power washing green flag. That's the 15 of Caden Stacy that is now out front here leading this heat race. All bunched up together and we're green. Getting another to the car that we had spun around. Looks like he might have been struggling to keep the car straight through the corner. Caden Stacy still trying to build onto a little lead with JC Newell right behind him in the 83. Whitewood slips up a little bit, loses a lot of momentum, falls back to the 5th place. No, he's back to 4th now. Evan Clark slides up. He's sitting in 5th. Still got the 15 of Caden Stacy out front setting the pace. Newell's not too far behind. Newell's keeping pretty good pace. He's not letting them get way far out in front over there. Got a car stopped on the front stretch. The 83 of Jason Newell is sitting down there. Not sure what happened there to him. He's having a good run in second place. He's going to get a push off the track here. Hopefully get it back to the pits, get it figured out before he takes it out for the feature tonight. Going to come back to our Riddick Transportation green flag on the next time around. Still the 15 of Caden Stacy out front. And then Kenny Nutter's worked his way back into second place on the inside in that white 23 car.
Green, white, checkered.
Going to have a green, white, checkered. Going to see a green, going to see a white, and then we're going to see a checkered. So 2 more laps here. White Woods drives off deep into the outside lane in that 5 car. He's still holding on to second here. Going to try and sneak him away a real good finish here. Caden Stacy, barring a complete breakdown here, should come away as our winner. He's going to put her off into turn 3 right here. White Woods still maintaining second place. Stacy wins. Wyatt Woods, who was running in the 5th spot at one point during that heat race, comes back with second. So really good race for him. Then Kenny Nutter rounds out the top 3. These are our Hillbilly Archery Legends. We're going to have 2 heat races for this one, also 8 laps. For your lineups, that's Richard Hill out front on pole, Peyton Pyle in 41 outside, 24 of Riley Stansberry, 3rd row in that white 24 car. 27 on the outside of row 2 is Brandon Campbell. In the back is the 160 of Evan Pyle, and the Lightning McQueen lookalike is Camden Scroggins in the 5K. And we're going green here. Evan Pyle picks up 2 spots in the first 2 corners. It's a pretty good average to keep up there. Peyton Pyle has pretty much set sail here. He's already got a 1 corner advantage. Richard Hill in the 2nd spot, still holding off Evan Pyle. Evan Pyle looks to the outside of Richard Hill, not going to get around there. Looks like he's got the faster car, just needs to get. And Lightning McQueen is around in 2. See if he can get turned around. He's good. He's good. Still got Richard Hill just clawing away for dear life for that 2nd spot now. Evan Pyle just drove up so high that last one that he gave up the 3rd spot to the 24, which is Riley Stansberry. The 41 puts a lap on our 5K of Cameron Scroggins. Spun around in 2 a few laps ago. Pyle looks back around to the outside of Stansberry in the 24 and clears. Got some lap traffic, kind of pinched Hill to the bottom. And Evan Pyle gets a huge run down the front stretch because of it. The 41 of Peyton Pyle is going to be coming back to your white flag here. Pyle takes your Team Pink, Go Team Pink white flag. Evan Pyle flies around the outside of Richard Hill. Going to try and make it stick down the back stretch. Takes away the 2nd spot. There's your winner, Peyton Pyle, coming to the checkered flag. And it looks like Evan Pyle in the 160 is going to make a great pass in turn 2 on the last lap. Past Richard Hill. While I was covering that pass, there was almost a really great pass there for 3rd spot. So Peyton Pyle wins. Evan Pyle 2nd. We had to look at the computer for a second. That was the 83 of Richard Hill. He just barely held off the 24 Stansberry there. So we got one more of these heat races that we're going to bring out right now. For heat race number 2, our front row is going to be the number 2 of Jeff Bateman, outside the 00 of Jet Stovall. Row 2, 69 of Caleb Brown on the inside. Then we've got the 864 of Davin Lawson on the outside, and the 68 of Jordan Myers on the back row. We got 8 more laps of green flag racing for this heat race coming up when they get out of turn 4 right here. Bateman makes big contact with.
We could have kept going. Lights on.
Yeah.
That's.
Man, we got to see that in Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay here. Synchronized turning and back at it again.
So everybody made it out of there pretty all right. So we're just going to restack them up and try that restart again, because wasn't a very ideal start from the cone in turn 4 anyway. So we're just going to try again.
Like we got our yellow flag back out.
I'm going to make a PowerPoint presentation on that cone that's over in turn 4 for next week. Hopefully we'll put it up on the wall over for the drivers' meeting. That's what we'll do.
See if the third time's a charm.
Bateman loses the lead to Stovall in turn 1. Bateman does hang on in the second spot over Lawson. Good run from Lawson in third. Looking to the outside of Bateman here. Going to try and cross him up, maybe go inside. Lawson's still all over Bateman, trying to cut these corners off to where he can maybe get a run down the straightaway. Stovall's pretty well pulled ahead. Our second place race going on here. That's really tightened up. Bateman still leads him down to the corners, though. Lawson is on his quarter panel. We've got a car around. And we got lights on for the car around and two. It's the 69 of Caleb Brown. Hey, all right, we got a uniform start there. Stovall tries to get away from Lawson, who's in second. Lawson's still hanging on there, trying to get a run in the second half of the corners, not the first half. Lawson pulls up to the rear of Stovall. He's right there. Oh, we got a car over the bank in turn 2. That's the 69. Oh, he's back. All right, cool. He did not spend too much time down there. We're going to come back to our Joe's Truck and Auto green flag when they come out of the turn 4 here. Over by that cone, they did a lot better last time. Let's see if they can do it again. I'd say they got it pretty well figured out. Brown goes from the bushes to hunting for third place. We're going to come back to our white flag next time. Stovall still holding off Lawson for the first place here. Bateman slides up out of 2, or out of 4. Brown looks to the inside. Good corner from both there. Brown's got the run. Oh, they make a little bit of contact out of turn 2. Stovall's going to hold off Lawson for first here. And Bateman's going to hold off Brown for third. So that's Stovall, Lawson, Bateman for your top 3. We're going to bring out some hot-wired auto sales bombers here. I want to give everybody a reminder, if you're taking one for the road, make sure that you have a designated driver Drives over or get pulled over. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives, and you can visit savemolives.com to learn more. Getting our lineup worked out here. It's the 0T of Terry Hawkins and that yellow Crown Vic out front. And then, I guess second place is also a yellow Crown Vic, but with a blue roof. That's the 82X of Evan Clark. Also drives one of our B-mods here. Second row is the 9JR of Joel Singletary in the orange Crown Vic. Then outside is Lane Walden in the 23J. Then we have James DeWitt in the 930, and Joe Hoover in the 27C. Like all our other heat races, this will be 8 laps, and we're going to come to our Freedom Bank green flag out of turn 4. Well, Joe Hoover makes a crazy run. We got big contact. Couple cars spin around. It looks like we're good. That's Lane Walden and Evan Clark up there. Had a car that was starting to go around there, and then sent a couple others around, I guess. Trying to herd all the cattle here back into their spot.
82.
Might be having a bit of a skirmish about where everybody was here. Or radio not working. You never really know. Had a clean green here. Walden slides up to the outside bank in the 23. He saves it. The 82 does not look happy with the 0. Joe Hoover in the 27C slips inside for the first position. Nine's getting sideways out of 2. He saves it. So we got Hoover and DeWitt, first and second. Then a few Crown Vics battling for third. DeWitt slides up out of 2, and Singletary gets a real good run down the backstretch here. Hawkins in the 0T gets pretty sideways outside of 2. Now we just got all 3 of our yellow cars battling it out for 4th. Hoover's pretty well checked out. We got side by side for second place from DeWitt and Singletary. Evan Clark gets a good run, but gets the door slammed on him from Walden. Hawkins keeps getting way loose in turn 2, letting Walden and Clark capitalize on him every time. Walden gives him a door, sends Hawkins way up the track, and he's going to be around right in the mud. Let's see if he can get out of it. He can. All right. All right. Terry Hawkins in the 0T just putting on a show for us.
Just like earlier.
We're going to go green back out of 4 here, and it's going to be another green-white checker. We got 2 laps left. We were going to go green, getting the lineup sorted out here.
27C.
Trying to get the 9 car back to the second row. Okay, now we're going next time by. Got him back there. All right, whole bunch of confusion. We're green flag racing now. They're going to get the white flag next time by. Hawkins looks to the inside down the backstretch to the 5th spot. Way inside and just totally hooks the 82 of Clark there. We're trying to serve the black flag to the 0T. We'll see if he takes it. All right, we're just chalking it up as a racing incident, so never mind. We're back to green. Same as last time, we're going back to the white next time. Joe Hoover still sitting out front. DeWitt tries the high line. Running way high. Clark slides around again in 82. Wow.
He's coming back out.
Oh, he's back out, but we already got some lights on. Next time we're coming to a green and then a checkered. So 1 to go. Looks like the 82 of Clark's going to be driving off as well. We're going to come back to a checker next time. Good battle for third between Walden, Singletary, and Hawkins. Walden looks inside into 3. Hawkins goes way up high into 3 as well. Hawkins is hard into the wall out of 4. And that car just got no quit in it. So Joe Hoover comes from 7th to finish first in that heat race. That's heat race number 1. We got a second heat race as well. Hawkins left some coolant down the front stretch when he made contact with the wall that last heat race, so they're going to run a couple laps and work that in. We'll go ahead and cover the lineup. Out front, we got the 14, Peter Hamer. Not sure. Need to get better with my names. Outside is the 71 of Brian Sarson. Row 2 is the 85 of Sean Sword inside. 33 of Michael Gillis outside. And then the back row is the B75 of Byron Scone. Outside is the 13 of Aaron Sanderson. We're going green for 8 more laps right here. Didn't really like that start. We're going to try again. .14 gets to the corner first. Looks like the 33 of Michael Gillis that shoots off of row 3, now into the second spot, if he can land that from the outside over the 5 of Sean Sword. Gillis takes the second spot. Now he's going to track down the 14 of Hamer. 14 tries to take his line away. Doesn't really work. He keeps trying to make it work on the outside. I think he's going to eventually. He might have the lane on him right here. Drives in way deep into turn 3. And he's going to clear him off of turn 4. So that's Michael Gillis moving from 4th to 1st. First 2 or 3 laps here. Got Hamer in the 14 in 2nd and Sword in the X5 in 3rd. Pretty cut and dry heat race so far. Still got Gillis with a marginal lead out front. Hamer in 2nd, Sword in 3rd. Got 2 to go. We're going to come back to the white flag on that black 33 car out front. Here's your J&J Yard Company white flag. Bit of a flag mix-up. Michael Gillis takes the checkered flag. Bit of a mix-up, but that's all right. Got the same result anyways. Michael Gillis gets first. Peter Hammer gets second in the 14. Sean Stewart in the 85 is third. Got our CKR fabrication pure stocks next. Got Michael Willoughby out front in the 28. Eddie Coulter in second. Second row is the Wesley Decker machine in the 9R. Outside in the back row is the 42 of Levi Harris. 8 laps of heat racing when they come back to your green flag here. Green flag is out. Eddie Coulter in that black 725 didn't get a real good jump. Falls all the way back to the 4th position, starting in 2nd. Willoughby tries to get away down the backstretch, but the 9 of Wesley Decker is all over him still. He opens it up here a little bit. We got a car around in 4. That's Eddie Coulter in that 725. Oh! And your race leader, Michael Willoughby, makes huge contact with the tire barrier up by the turn 2 wall. We'll have to see if he's got any problems. Hope not. I don't know. I guess Willoughby's fine in the 28. He hit that wall hard over there in turn 2. So we're going back to original restart here, since we didn't get a full lap in. We're going to come back to your Outlaw Plumbing green flag next time they come back around. Flag is out. Let's see if Willoughby still has any problems here. Fires off pretty well through 1 and 2. Still holding off Decker for the lead. I don't know, he's keeping pretty good momentum. We've got a Willoughby still holds the advantage. Everybody slides up out of 2. .42's ripping the high line in 3 and 4. Willoughby's got a little bit of smoke coming out the back end of his machine, but might just be a tire rub after that contact against the wall. 42 goes off the back a little bit in 2, but he's all right. Willoughby is still leading him around the track here. Open it up to a corner advantage. Everybody's spaced out behind him. Willoughby is going to take the white flag when he comes back around here. Flagman has got the white in his hands. He's going to throw it for the 28 right here when he comes back through. Michael Willoughby is going to collect the checkered flag as well. Wesley Decker in second, and the 42 of Levi Harris rounds out your top 3. All right, we're rolling out heat race number 2 for the pure stocks. We're going to have this heat race, and then I believe we've got one for our super stocks we have here tonight. Yeah, they only have 1 heat. So we've got 2 more heat races, then we're going to have our intermission. Go over. Go over. I think he's figuring it out. Maybe. Hopefully.
Next time by, we'll go green. Next time by.
So the 54 was supposed to be in our first heat race there, and we couldn't get scoring on him. So he missed his race. He's just going to have to start wherever he starts at for the feature. So for this one, front row, we got the 50J of Jeremy Jones. Outside, the 133, Jason Richardson. Then Dustin Isaacs on the inside and Jerry Wimbish on the outside of row 2. Got 8 laps. We're going green here. .714 sends it way off into turn, and he's around. Keeps it in the mostly dry stuff. Let's see if he can get turned back around here. Not going to be able to. We're throwing the lights on.
Now he's gonna move. Why didn't he just?
We're going to do an original restart here since that was lap 1. Coming back to our Thomas Towing green flag right here. .714 getting real friendly with a bumper at Jones in turn 2. He gets a lot better launch down into the corners. He's got nowhere to go for right now. 133 and the 50 are putting him in a box. Moves up high. Gives the 133 a little bit of a boost pass by on the outside. Jones has some sliding going on around the bottom end too, and he's going to give up the first and the second spot. Richardson sails by on the outside. Clear in the first place now. 714 of Dustin Isaacs. Still looking for a way around. Nah, they're still all up there for first place. Got a good 3-car battle here. Isaacs looks inside. Can't get it to stick. Richardson still holds him off the outside. Jones is hoping these two guys make themselves a mistake, hopefully with each other. He moves into first. Isaac sails off inside, slides up, might still hold the inside here. Got his door going down the front stretch. Still just can't get the speed off of 2. Maybe he can here. The 133 slides up. He moves by for first. Richardson looks to get by again on the outside. Jones is going to follow him up there. Jones cuts down. We got 2 to go. White flag on the next time by. Isaacs has slid out to a pretty healthy lead here in the 7-1-4. Richardson's still trying to hold on to second from Jones. Isaacs takes the checker flag, Richardson in second, and Jeremy Jones in third. So now we're going to have our special guest that's kind of a last-minute add on our schedule, the Superstocks, POWRi Superstocks. We're going to have one heat, 6 cars. Another big thank you for these guys for finding themselves a group to get together and come out and race with us, so that's awesome. Love to get more cars around here. Alright, so we got 8 laps for these per usual. 41, Gregor Harris out front, 10C, Jacob Combs on the outside.
Are we clear?
54 is going to stay out here just to get a heat race in.
Why?
So the row two lineup, 26 of Burl Woods on the inside, Johnny Coates and 35 on the outside. Third row is the 16 of Logan Thompson and the 40 of Alcoa Harris on the outside. Eight laps. Going to take our Bike Racing green flag when we come back around here. Green is out. 35 looks like he's made contact with the wall off of turn 4 there. They all made some contact coming up out of there, but keep it relatively straight. Gregor Harrison, the 41, maintains the lead through lap 1. Maybe he clears out the 26 of Burl Woods. The 40 has got, I don't think the 40, hopefully he can find the pits over there. He's got some of the sheet metal off the 35 who just spun around in turn 3. And we've got the yellow lights on. Hopefully the 40 can get that pulled out and he didn't get too much damage from that sheet metal wrapped up in his car.
So my question was, after the first lap, 35 spun, and he's the only car that didn't complete lap 2. So we're going back to lap 1. Since he didn't finish lap 2.
So we're getting the lineup sorted out here. Not sure what happened between the 41 and the 26. Gonna need to keep an eye on them for the rest of this. And the feature, I suppose.
26, make your pick.
We're going to go back to green, out of turn 4 here. .26 right on the rear of the 41 here. 16's up there in third as well. 26 drives the 16 right up the track. So we're going to keep an eye on the 41 and the 26 still. And we're going to fill everybody in here. The 16 looked like he had some pretty good speed. He'll probably be back up there. Green flag is in the air. .26 looks to the outside of the 41. And the 41, they get in with each other. There's some huge contact going around between those two. We're going to animate and turn 2 over here.
I would red flag.
We're going to red flag the remaining cars on the track over in turn 3 over here.
He said 41.
So the 41 gets hooked up and taken away from the battlefield.
Well, he stands right there.
26 has got some very heavy damage on his front end.
I know Woods, and he normally don't act that way.
The 26.
Yeah. That's what I said. Hey, they were under caution. That's up in Sean.
Driver of the
somebody was
26
safe.
still down in turn 2,
Cabin down there.
announcing his displeasure. I really don't know. There was a couple things that happened between them, but I'm not sure where it originated at. Maybe not even here, but I'm going to guess that's probably not going to be the end of it either. So.
We're past that, boy. Vibes. I used to do referee.
Want to remind everybody to enjoy the race, but don't forget to designate a sober driver. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. We want you to drive sober. Slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. Message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives, and visit SaveMoLives.com. So we still got the cars red flagged over in turn 3. Looks like everybody is mostly getting cleared off the track on the backstretch. Hopefully we'll get the 26 cleaned up and pulled off as well. We can finish this heat race, and then that'll be all for the heat races. And then we're going to have an intermission. I want to remind everybody that Quick Draw Guns in Monett is down there with a AR-15 raffle. Everybody can use an AR-15. Okay, maybe not. Not for everybody, but for me anyways. You can never have too many AR-15s. Yeah. Record's getting hooked up to the 26. Want to thank some more of our sponsors. Outlaw Plumbing, Trophy House of Joplin, Heartland Greenway LLC, Thomas Towing, who's over in that green truck and with the other vehicles here helping us tonight. Thank you very much. And, yeah, everybody sit back and enjoy the nice weather that we did not have last night. So thanks.
when passion meets precision. 33 chassis, where 20 years of racing passion meets championship winning fabrication. National champions, track champions, recent 1-2-3 sweep, every chassis custom built from the ground up. Pure stocks, front wheel drives, enduro, crafted to win. Built for your style, engineered for your safety, ready to dominate? Call Tyrel at 417-818-1307. 33 chassis, building champions.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Wasn't talking to you.
We were going green this time,
Come on, let us get back down the middle.
hold off on the green though. Hold off on the green.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, we're having some radio problems. Okay. Got a working radio.
Figured out.
We're going green next time by.
Next time by.
Green flag back in the air. 35 jumps out to an early lead. 10 and 16 trail in second and third. And the 10 spins. Sorry. 16. No, the 16's out front. That's the 10. Green flag back in the air. .35 stretches the lead out down the backstretch. 16 and 10 battling away for second here. Johnny Coates in the 35. It's running out front now. It's 16. Logan Thompson is second. Jacob Combs is third in that 10 car. Coates is going to come back to the white flag when he hits the flag stand this time. Coates comes down out of 4, 35. Takes the checker flag. 16 of Logan Thompson comes in second. Number 10, Jason Combs comes in third. So we had a lot of excitement with what happened in turn 2 over there, but we are now taking our intermission. So go get you some food, get you some drinks, get whatever you need to get, and then get ready for some feature racing here in a minute.
Kevin, where are we at with James Deals?
All the cars are in staging, so we're going to get ready to send them out. If you've been drinking tonight, please designate a driver. Drive sober or get pulled over. Message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards 0 highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives, and you can visit savemolives.com to check that out yourself. So we're going to have 12 cars out here for our Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Mod feature. On the front row, Eli Muhlenberg is going to start from the pole. Then your other heat race winner, 292 of Kyle Thompson, starts second. Derek Messer, who had some speed in his heat race, he's going to start third.
Can you hear me, Tower?
Yes, I can hear you. He needs a new radio.
So we're getting another radio thing figured out right now. Starting fourth is the 84 Dayton Newell. Third row, 15 of Corey Wilson on the inside, 929 of Garrett Thompson on the outside. Fourth row, 33 of Michael Gillis in the 33. 12M of Ronnie Maples on the outside. 35 JR of Johnny Coates. Inside of row 5. Outside is the 160 of Brayson Maggard. Back row is the 21K of Sam Keller and the 716 of Stephanie Gormley. All right, we got the radio issue sorted out, and we are going to come back to your Riddick Transportation green flag when they come out of turn 4 here. Going to be 15 laps, and this is your A feature. Thompson and Newell in the 292 and the 84 jumped the pole sitter of Muhlenberg, 25. He falls back to third. Messer in fourth. Got the other Thompson. We got a car spun around. Contact with the other Thompson ride. It's the 929. He clips the front fender of Newell in the 84 as they go around. Going to be a 71B auction house yellow flag right here. The 84, he's spinning, he's trying. He's not going very far though. He's not going to be able to crawl out of there. 929's got a messed up front end. He's got some sheet metal hanging off on the other side. He might be able to keep going. He had some good speed, so hopefully he's all right. 84, a little shoved in on the nose as well. Everybody's getting stacked up again. We're going to go green out of 4 again right now. Okay, the 716 is pulling off for a tire issue. So now, on the next time through 4, we are going to go green. For real this time.
716 2 laps to get back out here.
We're going to give her two laps of a chance to fix that in the pits, and then we're going to see if maybe she comes back out. Muhlenberg slides out the track. Corey Wilson slides in. They go 3 wide. Everybody makes contact on the front straightaway. Muhlenberg sticks it out, pulls away in 3rd. Garrett Thompson in the 929 is trying to work his way from the back. Thompson's coming up on the lap traffic of the 716. The other Thompson in the 929 gets held up a bit in turn 2. .292's got a pretty good lead. Corey Wilson in the 15's checking to the inside of the 25. Muhlenberg trying to get around here. Got a car slow. 39 pulls off the back in turn 2. 929 clears the 12 in or the 33. Dayton Newland, the 84, shoots down on the inside. Follows Thompson through again here. Oh, and the 22 makes contact, and 3 cars all collected. 929 gets around that one. That's Muhlenberg that went around the back there. 20 looked like it all started. The 22 made contact with 716, the lapper.
Who is behind? 15, one more position. You're in front of the 12.
25's got a flat on the rear,
929.
so he's going to have to take it off here.
Okay. Yep.
Unfortunate event there. Took out our second and third place
33,
car.
you're up one position.
Justin, you got one coming to you. See if he
We're going to wait on Muhlenberg in the 25, see if he makes a hot pit tire change here real fast. Gave the 716 a couple laps, so it's only fair we give him a couple laps too. All right, lights are out. We're going green again. Coming back to your HEA sales, green flag. Twelve's checking up to 15. Wilson in the 15 looks to get by on the outside. 929 slides in. They're all stacking up. Back behind, Newell takes a peek inside of Thompson. 292 is loving what he's seeing in the rearview mirror. Dayton Newell in the 84 looks to the inside of the 929. Wilson looks to the outside of the 12, can't get by. '15's got the 929 bearing down on him. Got 3 cars going for 1 position going into turn 3. The 929 sails it way up high. And he's getting by the 15. See if he can get both at the same time here. And he can. He's going to go try and go around the 12 here as well. 84 and 15 are side by side going into 4. That was Branson Maggard in the 160 that just exited the track. Kyle Thompson is setting sail over the rest of the field. 12 is still holding on to 4th place. He's got Dayton Newell and Corey Wilson breathing down his neck here.
White flag next time.
Had a car skip over in 3 and 4, but he comes back on. 292 of Kyle Thompson's going to be coming back to your white flag this time. White flag's out for the 292. 929 is going to try and make a move on the 22, see if he can give the Thompsons a 1-2 finish here. Goes way around on the outside. See if he gets kind of cut off. Oh, they might be locked together. They open back up. 84 gets inside of the 12. The 929 has got the outside. And the 22 is going to hold off Garrett Thompson for second. So that's the 292 of Kyle Thompson winning your feature race. 22 of Derek Messer in second. The 929 of Garrett Thompson tried to get by, but just couldn't quite do it on the last lap.
I'm lined up and ready to go.
They're good soon as victory lane is over.
Let's hear it for your feature winner, Kyle Thompson.
Gonna announce about the checker flag.
Announce about the checkered flag. Who is getting the flag? Where do they need to go to? Announce that kids
Have
can
the
go.
kids come down. Feature winner.
Every feature.
So for all of our features tonight, if there's any kids that want to go down to the front stretch, we're going to give the checkered flag to a kid. So if you want to go down there, and then the driver will pick you out, and maybe you can get a checkered flag to go home tonight with. We got some kids coming down in the front stretch. Again, if you want a chance to get a checkered flag to go home, put it in your room, do whatever with it, go down to the front stretch. You might be able to get you one. All right, he's got something to take home. Wave it out the window. The entire ride. Again, we're going to be doing that for all of the features. So if you want to go down there, just after every feature, just go ahead. And for our next feature, we're going to bring out the Sarcoxy Ford B mods, and then that is going to be 15 laps as well. We're going to get that underway as soon as we get the track cleared here.
Send them out, Dylan.
All right, Kyle Thompson rides off into the sunset, and we are sending out your B mods. So Jackie Dalton in the 21 is going to be your pole sitter. Outside of Jackie is the 15 of Caden Stacy. Second row, Wyatt Woods in the 5. It's going to be inside of row 2. He had a good showing in the heat race that he was in. Outside of Wyatt is the 5 of Danny Landers, 5D of Danny Landers. Third row, 32 of Kelly Hicks, and the 23 in of Kenny Nutter. Fourth row, 9M Matthew Maines, 37 Evan Clark, 83 of JC Newell, and 84 of Dayton Newell in the fifth row, and John Brown in the back. And we're going green right now, 15 laps. Bit of a stack up, fighting for position on down the back. Evan Clark in the 37 gets up high, loses a couple spots. Dayton Newell in the 84 clears right across there. Jackie Dalton has opened up about a quarter of a straightaway lead here. Danny Landers clears Wyatt Woods, 5D over the 5, 3 and 4. Dalton still holding a good lead. Woods looks to the inside of Anders. It's John Brown in the 5A that is getting a lap put on him right now. They're all working their way inside of him. Hope it all stays clean and organized. Jackie Dalton set sail over the rest of the field. Caden Stacy in second still. Danny Landers and Wyatt Woods third and fourth. That's Kenny Nutter in the 23 in 5th right now. Everybody falling in line, looking fairly clean. Everybody drives down into 3 and 4 now. Dalton's still holding a commanding lead. Stacy, Anders, Woods, Nutter behind. Matthew Hames in the 9M looks to the inside of Kenny Nutter. Can't quite get there. The 83 and the 84, the Newells, are working it out in the back with each other. Dalton comes up on the 5A. John Brown puts another lap on that car. Dalton's got himself a straightaway lead now. Pretty smooth sailing for him. See if the whole field can get by this lap car clean. Caden Stacy does. Daniel Anders does. Dalton's going to be lapping some more people before the end of this thing, maybe, it looks like. Wyatt Woods slides way up over the lap car. Covers him up, clears him. Kenny Nutter sneaks through as well. Got white flag next time. Dalton comes out of turn 4, takes the white flag. He can ease up on the throttle a bit here. Everybody takes the white, and Dalton comes back around and takes the checker. So a clean race. Didn't see any incidents for that one. John Brown is slow on the backstretch. Wasn't a contender. He might have had some issues at the start there. Second place, Caden Stacy. Third place, Daniel Anders. Fourth is Wyatt Woods. So in a clean race, that is going to be Jackie Dalton's second straight victory here at Monett Speedway. And again, there will be a free checkered flag on the front stretch. Dalton comes onto the front stretch to take his picture here. We're going to do Hillbilly Archery Legends next. Give it up for Jackie as he climbs out.
Jerry Davis. Yeah, I'll have him call you.
Jackie's going to step it up a notch, and he's going to put some ink on the checkered flag.
But they are scored correctly on race path. Okay, yep. Sure. Hey, Cheyenne.
Hang on to that, kid. It'll be worth some money someday. So Jackie Dalton takes home 2 in a row, second in a row there. Going to bring out the Hillbilly Archery Legends now. We got 11 cars going 15 laps, and that will put us... Oh, Jackie's doing a little burnout on the front stretch. Right after our Legends, we will have three features left. All right, 11 cars, 15 laps, 41 of Peyton Pyle is your pole setter. 00 of Jet Stovall in second, 160 of Evan Pyle inside of row 2, 864 of Devin Lawson on the outside of row 2. Richard Hill rounds out your top 5 on the inside of row 3. 6th place is the 2 of Jeff Bateman. 4th row, 24 of Riley Stansberry, and then 69 of Caleb Brown on the outside. 27 of Brandon Campbell inside of row 5. Outside is the 68 of Jordan Myers, and in the back is the 5K of Caden Scroggins. And when they hit the cone in turn 4, we're going green for 15 laps for your Hillbilly Archery Legends. Green flag is out. Peyton Pyle holds him off for the lead through 1. A little bit of a bump shot from the 864 of Devin Lawson in 3rd place. He's right up on the 00 Jet Stovall there. They make some contact with each other. They've already ran into each other a couple times here. Peyton Pyle still hangs on to the lead out in front of them, dragging them all around here. Evan Pyle falls back a little bit, sitting in the 4th spot now. Stovall closes in on your leader Pyle a little bit. Quits worrying about the 864 of Lawson so much. Stovall looks to the outside of Pyle. Falls back in line going into 2 and 3. Now going to check inside. Can't quite get the momentum. Pyle clears down the back stretch. That brings Lawson back up into the mix as well, sitting right behind him now. Stovall slides up. Now got Lawson to his inside. Going to check on Pyle. Caleb Brown in the 69 stuck on the infield now. We got a battle for the lead here though. Jet Stovall gets the outside finally around Pyle. Stovall hangs it out up there. Keeps in front. Pyle clears down the back stretch though. Doesn't slide up in front, gives him the outside. Stovall hangs in there. Got Richard Hill with some problems. He's going to take it off the back of the track. Catching some lap traffic. Peyton Pyle has to check up a little bit on the inside. Still right on that rear tire of Stovall though. This lap car is going to... Lap car goes high. They cut 3 wide. Pyle slides up into Stovall. Got another lap car, Caden Scroggins, in that Lightning McQueen car. And he's going to hold, kind of puts a little roadblock on the top 3 there. Stovall's trying to get caught back up to Pyle here. Stovall has essentially made his way back to the bumper. Closes back in into 3 and 4. Looks outside now. Right back in line. Lawson's trying to work his way back up. Those lap cars killed all the momentum. Got Evan Pyle still comfortably in 4th place back there. Main race right now is between our top 3. Time is counting down on Jet Stovall. .41 and Peyton Pyle is going to come back to the white flag this time. Stovall is running out of opportunity. Oh, and Stovall gets held up by a lapper again. That brings the 864 Lawson right to the back bumper. Stovall's got 1 lap left. See if he can make something happen. Stovall's got a little bit of slip out of 2. Still right there. Got a chance in 3 and 4. Slides way in. Has to recorrect. He's just not going to have enough momentum. Peyton Pyle's going to win our Hillbilly Archery Legends feature. Peyton Pyle in the 41 is apparently ready to go put it on the trailer and head home, but we're going to get him back out here for a picture. There he is. Okay, perfect.
They're so big getting out of
So both of those machines operated by piles, they're going to get together here on the front stretch. Make some noise for your feature winner, Peyton Pyle, getting out of the car.
Our bombers stage.
Your stage ready to go.
Okay, so that bright orange for the bright green 27, he was on the lead lap. Like, I think he may have got lapped by.
A charging effort from Lawson and the double O of Jet Stovall. Pretty much that entire race there. Had to play defense. He gets it done on a Sunday night, not a Saturday night.
Because he stayed out there the whole time.
Shh. All right, Peyton's going to pick out our next contestant for a checkered flag. We're going to get all this stuff taken down again, and we're going to have our hot-wired auto sales bombers come out for the next feature. All right, Peyton gives out our third checkered flag of the night. Remember, everybody, drinking and driving don't mix. Make sure your pit crew has a designated driver. We want you to drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. Message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives and visit SaveMoLives.com. So we're going to get these cars stacked up. Got some people need to make their way off the infield, and we will get back to another 15 laps of green flag feature racing here. After this, we're going to have the pure stocks and the super stocks, and then that is going to end our night. Lights come back on for a second as we get the lineup sorted out. So the front row is one of our heat race winners, Joe Hoover. Then our other heat race winner at 33, Michael Gillis on the outside. Row 2 is the 930 James DeWitt, 14 of Peter Hamer on the outside. Inside, row 3, 9JR of Joel Singletary. Outside is the 75 Byron Scone. Sorry, Lane Walden in the 23 is now in that spot.
0, stay back. 23J, move up to the outside. 75, come to the inside.
So the 75 and the 23 are going to switch spots here.
Outside of the 75.
Then Terry Hawkins in the 0 goes outside of the 75.
71,
Brian Sarson in that 71 car is going to tuck inside.
13, outside. 82, bring up to
13 of Aaron Sanderson is going to go to the outside. And in the back is the 82 machine of Evan Clark.
Up is good. We're going to go high. You can pick up the pace.
Evan Clark drives the 82, and he also drives the 37 B-Mod. So want to thank him for his support coming out here, running a couple classes. He's also one of our sponsors with Evan Clark Racing. So get with him if you need any racing things figured out for one of your rides. You know, maybe take a minivan, turn it into a drag car. Do whatever you want to. I don't actually know if Evan does that, but I'm just spitballing right now. So. Coming to your 71B auction, green flag out of turn 4 right now. Hoover jumps out to an early lead. Michael Gillis falls in suit in second place. Looks up high on the outside. Basically all just following a straight line here. Well, Gillis checks outside again. He's got a line this time. 3 wide down into 1 for 6th place, 7th place. Evan Clark comes out of that. He's already picked up 4 spots from his last place start. Michael Gillis gets way up on the wall. We're side by side, right next to each other down the front stretch. James DeWitt in the 930 looks on from 3rd place as Michael Gillis gets around Joe Hoover in that 27C. Peter Hamer in the 14 back and forth. Lane Walden in the 23J round out the top 5 right now. Walden slides up and makes contact with the 9 of Joel Singletary. They keep driving on straight, though. Looks like Terry Hawkins is going to take it off to the pits. It's the 9 and the 23 still trying to make their way around. Looks like no more issues from that. Gillis and Hoover still battle for the top spot out front. Got some lap traffic coming up. That might throw a wrench in the plans of what Gillis wants to do for the line necessarily. 14 is still looking at James DeWitt's rear bumper, trying to come up with a plan to get around him, get himself a podium finish. Gillis cruises from the lead down into turn 1 and 2, riding the high side. Gets by one of the lap cars. Joe Hoover makes his way around as well. Well, not quite. Almost. Now he's around. Gillis is getting held up just a little bit here. Has to check up, change his line a little bit, and that brings Hoover back up a little closer. That lap car is not making it easy on Gillis, making him change his line, go somewhere he doesn't want to go. And he still holds him down around the outside. Gillis makes his way past finally. That 75 car, it's Byron Scone, still holds the outside. Now Hoover's got to make his way around. Looks like he's going to give it to him, though, for the most part. Nope, he's not. Still holds the high side, taking the line away. Now the 23J of Lane Walden has a couple Crown Vics trying to get by him. One Crown Vic gets to his outside, gives him a little bump, it looks like. And the 9 of Singletary shoves him down into the corner. And we got a pit maneuver. Some contact between Walden and Singletary. And now Singletary is parked off of turn 1. He's going to get it backed up. No? He's just going to pull it right back onto the track here. He's got it back going. Going to get the lineup reset here and get back to green. So Hoover in the 27 is going to get stacked back up near the leaders here. Might be what he wanted to see. Gives a couple other people some shots as well if there's any more commotion that happens on the front end.
And then 71 is 82, move up to the outside of the
They must have lined up wrong.
We're going to go green this time by stacking up.
Because when they were single file, they were right. So they must have tried.
Coming back to a hot wired auto sales green flag when they come out of 4. Had to do some housekeeping and get everybody in the right spots. Green's back out. Gillis gets back to the front. Hoover on the inside. Clark has worked his way from the back all the way up to looking at the top 3. He can't get past DeWitt that time. It's looking on. Gillis stretches out the lead just a little bit. DeWitt tries to take the 82's line away. And he does, for all intents and purposes. '82 looks outside of DeWitt this time. Can't quite get around. Gillis in the 33 car is going to be coming back to the white flag when he comes back around. Clark's finally got the outside on DeWitt. Sails off into 3. Got all the momentum. 4-car battle back behind. DeWitt's falling fast now. 3 cars. Let's see everybody keep it somewhat tidy. 14 leans all the way around. The 930's having some mechanical failures there. The 14 gets past.
Great finish, guys. I mean, 33 to victory lane. And then it was what?
So Gillis pulls onto the front stretch after winning our Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature of the night. Well, back behind the front stretch. All right, he's coming back up here now. We've got Pure Stocks on deck in staging. They are ready to go. Going to get this picture taken. Going to get a kid, their checkered flag, and we're going to move on to the next. Hands up for Michael Gillis, your feature winner. All right. Gillis is going to take his really big check to a really big bank tomorrow on Monday. He's going to sign the flag here, give it away to a kid. One more time for Michael Gillis. All right, we got some CKR fabrication pure stocks rolling out now. All right, we got 8 cars for this feature race. 714 Dustin Isaacs on the inside. Michael Willoughby on the outside. Row 2, 9R Wesley Decker. 133 Jason Richardson. Row 3, 50J of Jeremy Jones. Outside is the 725 of Eddie Coulter. Then the 54 of Ken Snyder and the 14A of Jerry Wimbish in the back. We got 15 laps. The lights are off, and we're going racing. Green flag. Isaacs drives off down into turn 1, opens the lead up, gets a great run off that back corner. Richardson already looking to the outside of Jones in the 50. Decker is way sideways going through the corner. Richardson pulls up alongside Jones. Decker slides up. He's kind of blocking both of those guys' lines through there now. Jones is going to capitalize, go down on the inside down the front stretch. He's going to kind of make his own line now. Jones trying to get by. 714 has opened up a sizable lead, about a half a straightaway at this point. Jeremy Jones in the 50 gets inside of Wesley Decker in the 9. And he's been there for about a lap or so now. Richardson's waiting on his time to get by. Got these 3 cars all bunched up, and they don't really know what they want to do. Decker checks up a little bit. Jones jumps to the inside, and he clears 3rd place away. And Decker drives right back down to his bumper. Works as a bump draft, though. Jeremy Jones just gets a good push off of that turn there. Got Ken Snyder in the 54 fighting with the 725 Eddie Coulter in the back here. It's Dustin Isaacs, who's got a controlling lead over the rest of this field right now. Isaacs is just checked out now. He is picking them up, putting them down. I will say, Jeremy Jones in the 50J has closed up on Willoughby just a smidge. See if he can take second away here. Maybe the 714 has some unforeseeable circumstances has come up. Willoughby and Jeremy Jones get around the outside of Wimbish, the number 14 lap car. Richardson, not sure what he wants to do. He does a crossover move, goes to the outside of Wimbish down the front stretch. Isaacs goes to the inside of the lapper, Eddie Coulter, and he clears. Decker gets around. Got another clean feature race here. Dustin Isaacs way out front now. Jeremy Jones is still holding his own on Willoughby. He's right there now. Needs a couple slip-ups from Willoughby, and he'll be right there. Dustin Isaacs is putting on a passing clinic right now. Next time Isaacs comes around, it's going to be a white flag. Again, the 714 is coming to the white flag next time. Riddick Transportation, white flag is in the air. Willoughby gets loose, gets cut off by a lap car, brings the 50J right up to his back bumper. Wimbish keeps it down. Jones is going to have one shot at it. Dustin Isaac takes the checkered flag. Let's see if Jeremy Jones can try and get around. Not going to have enough. It's going to be Michael Willoughby holding off Jones for that second spot still. But Dustin Isaacs puts on an absolute clinic. Takes your CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks feature win of the night. Got our guest performing Pure Stocks, Super Stocks that are coming up next. Give it up for your winner, Dustin Isaacs. Dustin came here from Ava, Missouri, started heat number 2 in third, won that. And he starts the feature in first, and he wins that. Isaacs gives away the checkered flag. We're going to have one more checkered flag to give away. So we got the POWRi super stocks that are staged over there. That is if, well, we got a race. We know that they're racing. The amount of them that are still left over there after the kerfuffle that we had is yet to be determined. So we'll see who comes back out on the track. So it's going to be, they're small in numbers, but they're mighty, folks. We got these three. It's going to be the 35 of Johnny Coates, the 16 of Logan Thompson on the outside, and the 10 of Jacob Combs, in that 10 car on the inside. 15 more laps. This is our last race of the night. Thank you, everybody that came out. Bit of an impromptu night with the weather that we had yesterday. It's been an awesome turnout. We had some good racing, had some excitement. Yeah, everybody get home safe tonight once this race is over, and we are going to go green right now. Coates in the 35, takes the lead down the backstretch. Thompson still in his back pocket in the 16. I gotta say, we really don't see these kind of cars here. They're like a kind of a cross between a Midwest mod and a pure stock almost. It's pretty cool. Coach still has the lead down the front stretch here. Thompson still in second, and Combs still in third. These three are all making their way around nice and tidy like. I don't mean to jinx it, but I think that's, 4 features in a row without a caution? We might have had 1 or 2 last race, but I don't think we did. Been a pretty caution-free night. Coates is just scooting away now. Got a straightaway lead over the 16 of Logan Thompson. We got, I'm not sure if he's hooked up to our audio, but we got Show Me Dirt that's on top of our box right now. Thank him for coming out and covering our racetrack tonight. And Coates is going to come back to the white flag right now. One more lap, just got to keep it straight. Coates takes the checkered flag.
Sorry guys about that last lap over there. Wire got hung and wouldn't turn the camera there. Hey, appreciate everybody watching tonight here on Show Me Dirt. Lots of action happening here at the Monett Motor Speedway. Congratulations to all the winners. I don't know if you can hear those kids yelling, cheering on the number 35. We'll see you guys back here in, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be back here at the Monett Motor Speedway. Appreciate Sean and all the crew here for their hospitality here at the Monett Motor Speedway. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Once we see the photos, Optimus Images, I believe. I'm probably getting that wrong. Once we see those, we'll get them shared.
Give it up for Johnny Coates one more time.
Remember, $1,000 to win next week here.
Gonna take a group picture in front of the car. Johnny came all the way here from Joplin, long drive.